Live from the 215. AP with the 30Ks.
What's that?
This is Wrestle Cave. What's up, bro? Too sweet, bro. How you been, man?
Pretty good. We're also live on our Facebook.
Yes, please.
I don't know. I don't know if anybody's watching because it's kind of.
Casey just decided to go live.
I just always every time we do it, I just decide to like jump into it.
Yeah. And I have my notes ready.
Welcome to the cave, all you cave dwellers, all you listeners out there, cavers, cave dwellers, whatever you want to call yourselves. We got some people watching now. We did anyway. I don't know. Anyway, we'll continue. You know, sometimes when we do this, people will jump in and ask questions. But what's up, guys? We had a pretty good week of wrestling this past weekend. Pretty good week.
Yeah, man. I'm kind of like wrestled out, man.
You wrestled out. You were there,
Yeah,
so you
Brooklyn was kind of crazy.
You can speak firsthand for a little bit. First of all, before we get into it, how was the experience?
Oh man, Brooklyn was good to me. Good people. I enjoyed myself. I seen Sasha first. Saw my man Sam in the group. He looked out for me. You know, jumped right in the line, got right in the mix. You know, didn't have a ticket, still made it work for my kid. You know what I mean? Then I got off the train, got in an Uber for 13 minutes. See my man Dre. Shot my man Dre from my Jobber Tears and SP from True Hills. We did a live podcast that I'm going to release. Was dealing with some family issues, but I'm definitely going to release that. And this podcast, of course. After that, we did a meetup. The meetup was it was a packed house, so that was very interesting.
I could not make it. I was really
pissed,
but
many more to come. Many more to come.
Where was the meetup?
I think it was at this spot called like McMahon's or Mahan's or something like that. It was like right across the street from the Barclays. So yeah, that was dope. Then I got with my man Adrian and my man Jay. Went back to the room, got ready, went to NXT, and NXT was fucking insane.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. The crowd was hot the entire show because we seen the NXT matches first. So then we started with the tag match. So it was crazy. It was a crazy lineup, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
So you ran into a few people out there while you were out there. Who'd you run into?
Kareem, Sam, SP, Dre, Corey. Man, it's a few others. It was a lot, man. It was a lot of members. It was dope to be in Brooklyn for the first time and running into different members. You know what I mean? Oh, Bruno was out there also. Shout out to Bruno.
Nice.
Damn, I want to say Brandon was out there. A couple others, man. But I mean, Kareem and his girl held us down too. Got some good ass pizza while we was out there, so that was dope.
Yeah, that's what's up. But you want to jump right into it? We'll jump into SummerSlam.
We'll
start off with the kickoff show. Did you watch the kickoff show?
Yeah, man, I was there, man. I was one of the first.
Did you get in the building early enough?
Yeah, we definitely got in early. I was struggling to charge my phone, so I was trying to find somewhere to charge it up. So yeah, man, I was there. Seeing Zelina versus Rusev Day. How did you feel about it?
I actually thought it was a pretty good match. They gave him enough time to tell a little bit of a story. Mm-hmm. I like how. I mean, we can talk about this. We'll go talk about SmackDown back to back because they did two matches. So I really liked both matches. I thought the second of the two on SmackDown was a lot better. I liked how Aiden English got involved in the second one, and I like how he was able to help them get the win by stopping them from. Dude, your cat is just relentless over here. Dwight in the house. What's up, Dwight?
Dwight
is watching.
Bro,
we got a couple others watching. Dude, your cat's always making an appearance. Always early, too.
Yeah.
Did you see me like swatting him away the whole time?
Yeah. He's fuck up your
He's laying down now. But anyway, back into what I was saying. I liked how the first match, it kind of set up the second match. The first match was really good. Even Lana,
she got better.
She's improved a lot since she started. Zelina, I mean, she has all the confidence in the world. We know. We see now what she can do while she's there. Zelina and Rusev, or Andrade and Rusev, I don't think I need to say anything about that. I mean, these two can go, and I would love to watch them go every single week, especially for a belt like a mid-card belt. That would be pretty awesome. But
Yeah.
I like the first match, as I was saying. I always get off track.
No.
First match, like set up. Aiden wasn't there, so it kind of set up. Maybe they do need a little help because they kind of cheated a little bit to win Andrade and Zelina.
Yep.
So then fast forward, we get to Tuesday night, and they're about to start cheating. And then Aiden comes out, stops them, and then Rusev and Lana are able to pick up the win. Like I said, both really good matches entertained me, and I thought the second of the two was the best of the two.
Great 50-50 booking. You know what I'm saying about WWE. I'm definitely surprised that Lana is better in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect her to get that good. You know, last year she was trash. So it kind of makes me feel as though that we can't shit on talent once they might be trash when we first see them, but they might get better over time. So try not to shit on things that happen.
How was the reaction for that match, like early? Because that's an early match. Were there a lot of people there?
It wasn't. It was like half. But the reaction was loud. You know, people were definitely into both parties. So I was entertained by it. You know, definitely. The next match was the cruiserweight match, Cedric versus Drew. I like this match a lot.
Speak on it. I spent my time talking a lot about that last one. You go. You were there.
I mean, the first half of the match was kind of slow. People didn't really react to it, but it reached like by the time it reached the second gear, people definitely reacted. That's when they started doing little spots, and he was catching them. The reversals was on point. Like you said, the styles made for a great match. So that's pretty much all I had to say about that. I mean, it was basically. The flyer, flashy versus the ground and pound. So you know what I mean. It was a battle. So it didn't seem like his flips or anything that he was attempting to do was that easy. You know what I mean. It was uphill battle for Cedric. I enjoyed the match.
I thought, especially with all the cruiserweight matches we've seen on pay-per-views lately, like you see the WrestleMania one, the last I think Backlash pre-show. They've been putting on great matches on TV on their 205 Live show, but the pay-per-view matches haven't been living up to as much. So I've really thought that this delivered more than any other cruiserweight match as far as pay-per-views go. So for me, I thought this was a really good one. And I love Drew. Dwight right here is checking in. Drew is a slow-paced wrestler. I love that match. Yo, Dwight, I don't know if you heard, what was it, last week where we were trying to see who we wanted to match up with matchups, and I'll pick Drew to match up with anybody all day because I love that how he slows it down and he's more of a hard hitter, mat based wrestler. He's going to put you into submissions, but at the same time he could go with anybody. So I really thought that match really showed everybody that there's more than just one style in 205.
Yeah. People forget that just in general.
Yeah,
People think
and I thought that this
yeah.
really delivered as one of the top 205 live matches that there was in recent pay per view history. And then the next match, you had another really good match. The tag team championships for Raw. You had the B team against the Revival.
They're over.
Which ones?
The B team.
The B team's been over, man.
I mean, but
finally we get to see them wrestle.
Yeah, but I really seen it. Like I didn't really pay attention to them before, but being
I've said for weeks these guys can go in the ring.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of if they let them. So what happens when you let two guys not? Like New Day. What's wrong with New Day outside the ring? They're joking, and then inside the ring they deliver. What is wrong with? There's nothing wrong with having the B team do the same thing. We don't need these sloppy like roll up wins. Like, oh, okay, we got it. Like a little bit there, we got you. But then you go flash forward to Raw. Yeah, they both each get pinned in singles matches when it counts. When they don't have anybody else to help them out, or like dumb luck involved. So I feel like if you just let them wrestle, it'll be even better than what they're already at. They'll go even further. Yeah. They can get the New Day heights if you let people do their thing. They can still be a comedy act outside the ring and still deliver. Yeah. But I thought that even the Revival showed finally they back-to-back matches, even in their singles matches on Raw. That's 3 straight nights that they're showing what they can do. Yeah. I think it's time that they invest what they were going to invest before both of them got hurt 2 times. I think it's time they can take the hinges off, take the leash off, and, let the revival go.
They should just take the leash off the entire show. Let people be, people be themselves. Definitely, match was great. I can't lie. This was one of the best pre-shows that I've witnessed in some time. I don't know, maybe because I was there, the energy was a little bit different. But
No,
I was definitely
I'll
entertained.
agree.
Did it come
I'll
across
agree
like
with
that
you.
on TV?
I actually,
God damn it, Pete.
I'll tell you right away. Like I watched the pre-shows.
Yeah.
And this
So
was
it came
one of the better
across-
ones.
Yeah, it came across.
One of the bigger reasons is because they didn't condense all 3 matches to have 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
They're letting these stories, which all do have a backstory to them, they're letting them show it in the ring and tell a story in the ring, which really helps your overall product.
Right.
And it showed. Everybody was very entertained by the pre-show and SummerSlam overall.
Yeah, those matches could have been, on the main show easily.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. The next match started the night off. I had a feeling that they were going to do this. The Intercontinental match, Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler. This match was fucking amazing. Just having
Probably the
Dean,
best one they've had.
Yeah.
I would say so.
The difference makers that Dean made just being out there, just challenging Drew was just so like crazy in itself that it was like a storyline going on outside of the ring. It was a match going on inside of the ring. They were hitting their spots. They kind of seemed like they knew each other. Like the counters was on point. That one spot where he basically what was it? He basically hit the reverse.
Where he basically had him in like the he
Inverted
basically had him in like the
DDT?
Scorpion Deathlock.
Yeah,
Getting
yeah,
ready for
right.
the Scorpion Deathlock, but
Yeah.
he did the reverse suplex.
Oh my God, man.
I thought he broke like the way he did it off the top, and then when he was rolling over, I was like, how is his neck bending that way?
Yeah,
And then he rolled back over and did it again. I was like,
yeah, man.
I was kind of cringing because I don't think your neck's supposed to bend that way.
They must have been watching NXT the night before. They said like, I'm gonna do
here's
something.
the thing.
I'm gonna break something
Those
out.
guys in that match have been delivering. Seth has been delivering.
yeah.
Dolph has been delivering. Drew
sure.
has called people out multiple times on Raw saying, yo, I'm lighting a fire under these people. And guess what? I think people
man.
on the main roster are starting to say, hey, let's wake up. This is why we're here.
That's what I'm talking about. There's nothing wrong with healthy competition. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, not
that
at
match
all.
was definitely insane.
Just say they put on a fire show on Saturday.
Yeah,
It's just like,
man.
we'll get to that. We are gonna get to that show on Saturday. Don't you
man.
worry.
Yeah.
But-
I don't know, man. We were going crazy. The energy was at another level. The spots was on point. The back and forth. I love the story that they were telling outside of the ring. I like the story inside of the ring. The near falls were beautiful. It just seemed like it was. I mean,
all the way down to the ending too.
Yeah. All the way down to the ending, where you thought that he was going to pull out the win. Seth, hit the curb stomp. And
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Actually, a couple comments. We got Drew should be main eventing with Roman. Those two would put on some good matches. I agree. I mean, I've been saying all along, like Roman delivers.
It's coming
Him
soon.
versus Drew would be really good. That they both look like they can just take somebody out. I mean, they really do.
Yeah,
and
Drew
Drew in the ring, he has that
look.
that look like I'm ready and I'm gonna take you out. I don't care who you are. So to go up against Roman,
Yeah.
you don't need a backstory. I believe in Drew.
And he can sell.
And he can sell.
He sells
Another
great.
comment, he said, B team, they're all right. It's just that the fans are already done with it. Some fans move on too quick. They won the titles, and some fans don't want to invest in them anymore. That goes back to, I agree with that. But that goes back to almost what I just said. The New Day, they're a comedy act, correct? But the fans are still invested because they deliver each and every time they're in the ring.
Yep.
So, like I just said, the reason people are done with the B team already is because of the way they keep winning. It's the same thing. It's dumb luck. It's roll-ups. It's this. It's that.
Yeah,
it's
they
like
gotta-
interference
yeah.
on one guy. Let them go.
I did kind of like that ending though. I did.
The one was perfect. The one where it was like the push and he rolled.
that was
That's
fine.
good.
Yeah,
But
I
like
did
now
that.
you got to move on from that.
Yeah, I know.
Now you got to let them go.
I understand. I like their promo with the Miz in the
Yeah,
back too.
yeah,
That was really
absolutely.
good. Yeah, those guys really could talk.
So
No, I think Drew is definitely the guy. I just think I think he's going to go at it with Dolph first, and then probably get into the or it would be dope if Dolph stayed with him and he still, because I don't think they have to have a beef to go for a singles or whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
Nah,
I feel like Dolph is more interesting and entertaining because of Drew being back there with
Absolutely.
him.
I don't think they should break them up. They should all absolutely keep going. I mean, they've already put in like this thing where Drew wants the top title, so why not put that plan into place now that Roman has the title? It's there.
Yeah.
You could do a lot more now.
Yeah. A lot of people is complaining about Roman. Man, that shit on TV every week, and we got the show back, but we gonna get into that. Where else? We got more. What are you saying?
No, I was just giving you a thumbs up. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. But that, I mean, so we talking about. Let's see. After that,
Yeah, that's the next. That's it right there. Yeah.
next thing up. Oh, we just was talking about the new day. How did you feel about this match? I know you didn't really like, or you spoke on the actual the DQ. How did you feel about the match?
All right. So this match overall, I was very happy with because, like I've been saying with Bludgeon Brothers, they just come out every week. They're just beating up local enhancement talents, whether it's 3, 4, 2, 1, whoever it is. At a certain point, again, just like the B team, you got to evolve. It's the same thing. People are going to get sick of it.
Mm-hmm.
So now, oh my God, this cat. So now you had a whole tournament to see who should face these guys, right? And they both, New Day proved that they should be in that match. So we have this match going on, and it's a really good match. I like that it was Big E and Kofi, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Big E got taken out during that match, so it fed into, again, storyline for a Tuesday night. So I get why they did the DQ, but I had a problem with 2 DQs on that card.
Now, what do they represent? Do they, as far as the Bludgeon Brothers, are they like cavemen? Like, what exactly are they supposed to?
I don't look at cavemen. I just look at them as like they're just like just offbeat warriors that just kind of beat to their own drum, and they're just there to fuck shit up.
See, my thing was
That's how I take it.
they just look like they don't follow rules on a normal day.
Exactly.
So to see them like get mad and grab one of those, I was okay with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was okay with it until I saw the second one.
Until you seen the second one, yeah.
But even still, I don't think the first one was needed. Only because we've seen the Bludgeon Brothers only go up really against. I don't want to use the word, but jobbers. I mean,
yeah.
So now it's their first real competition, and they take the easy way out, which I get to further the feud for Tuesday. But
yeah. Now, how did you feel about Tuesday?
Oh, Tuesday was great.
Tuesday definitely was.
Tuesday was great. That was even better than the first match. So especially because they had Big E out. Because apparently he got messed up on Sunday.
Oh shit!
So then they had the littler lineup. That match, that no DQ match, man. They really used that. They had the tables, ladders, chairs. They used the announce table. They used everything, man.
Yeah. SmackDown was really, really strong this week.
Huh?
I enjoy SmackDown also.
Oh yeah, SmackDown was really good. But that was the main event, and they gave it like 20 minutes, 20 minutes or so.
Five time.
5-time New Day pulled it out, and I think
How many Raw titles they got?
how many Raw titles they got?
At least
Three.
About to say
Three.
at
I
least
think it's
three.
3 Raw,
8 times.
and then oh no, that's included like with the tag team.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because it's not 5 SmackDown.
Oh, okay. So
Nah,
it's like
just
2.
total
Oh,
tag
yeah, it's
team.
2.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because I know they've won it twice already on SmackDown, and they
Yeah.
had it 3 times on Raw. I think.
Did they ever win the gold ones? The black and gold?
I think they won it once.
Once?
So maybe it was
Does that
twice
count?
on Raw and then once. Yeah, because I think they had the championships when the brand split started.
So they like 6.
No, it's 5.
So
That was their first reign. I
Okay, that
think.
was the 5.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they had a long ass reign.
Yeah, that
they
was
got
their
the longest
first
reign,
one.
right?
Yeah, that was their first one,
Yeah.
and then they lost it, got it back. Remember when they passed it back and forth a couple times?
Yeah.
But anyway,
Braun Strowman.
they won
versus KO.
but they won on SmackDown.
They won
It
on
was
SmackDown.
awesome.
Yeah, it definitely was. The only thing I disliked about SummerSlam was Braun Strowman and KO. I didn't like how KO got squashed after all this shit.
Okay,
all these
so
months.
this is the one thing through the pre-show takeover, Raw, SmackDown, SummerSlam I did not see, so I can't comment on it. It was that quick, I missed it.
You want me to tell you?
Yeah, I mean, I already know what happened. I mean, but you can talk. I can't talk about
He
it.
came out. KO came out like he was ready to go. He was amped up. Braun came out, splashed him in the corner, knocked him out of the ring, shoulder tackled him against the barricade, choke slammed him on the steel as you walking down a part of the entrance, put him in the ring, lift him up, slammed him. It was over. After 2 months, after all that build up, all that ass whooping, I was very disappointed with the stipulation.
Well, I mean, here's what I think the purpose was. It was just to build Braun up a little bit. I think probably after, in hindsight, now looking back, it was kind of just to build him up before he started threatening cash-ins. I think that was the only purpose that served.
I mean, I get that, but
I mean, at the time, yeah, it looked dumb. It's so kind. I mean, I wouldn't say dumb. It just looked like
I'm not surprised
it
they
wasn't.
did it.
It wasn't
I'm just-
needed. It wasn't needed.
Yeah,
But
like he's been through a lot. You add that stipulation. Like I thought, we at least we're going to get a match. It was.
oh, and
it
hold
was
up.
a
He
squash.
said Bludgeon Brothers equal Demolition. So that's his.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right. So would you say at least get a match?
At least at least get a match out of it. Like we had a whole build up to that. Like you know what I'm saying?
I
Just
mean,
in
I
the
get it.
squash,
I get it.
was-
But
it was tough because when you look at KO, look at him as the prize fighter. So to see that he's away from that character,
But he's
that's
going
one
against
thing.
the monster, and there's only one guy that really strikes that fear into. Is supposed to strike that fear into people, so it fits. But I mean, it's Kevin Owens, so we don't want to see it. But it totally fits in the storyline. I get that.
I just don't want to see him in a porta potty or get thrown off a cage. Or,
Well, hopefully we won't see that anymore.
Yeah, I hope he just have a break and get
I
rid
want
of
to
TV.
hit the pause button real quick for a second. All right, so we talked about something for a while, right? We talked about how if we hit 800 members, we was gonna do something, right?
Yeah.
What were we gonna? What did we promise people?
We gotta give him a mix in the trivia game.
So I have trivia ready, but as you can tell from listening, if you guys haven't figured it out, it's just me and Ace this
Just me
week.
and him.
So I can't really.
And Dwight, I don't know how you found this link. I didn't get any notification. I can't even find it on the timeline. But you are the real MVP, Dwight.
I mean, I put it up on the thing. You can tag people. You should probably tag people on it.
okay, I'm watching that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's feedback. I just found the link.
But anyway, so the 800 members, Braun Big Ass Monster gets taken out by one F5. Yeah, it's true. Braun does get taken out by 1-5. He did get smashed over the head with the thing a couple times. But anyway, like I was saying, 800 members. We promised a trivia game. We promised a mix. I have a trivia game ready.
What
it's
up,
just
Steve?
there's two of us, so I can't put it out right now. But I got one ready. And it's gonna be different than how we usually do it. We usually do like one round, right? So I got a couple rounds. I'm gonna have like a quick flash round where I'm just gonna ask you one thing. You gotta give me the answer. As many as you can get.
All
in
right.
like 60 seconds or whatever, something like that.
All right.
What else I got? Just like regular questions like I usually do, and then maybe like a little Family Feud style too. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. How's your mix coming along, bro?
Haven't started on it. I'll be really honest.
At all?
I got the songs in order, but I haven't chopped it up yet.
Okay.
It's definitely coming.
And what
soon.
was the one other thing you wanted to do before All In?
You said before all in?
How many members you want to get?
Oh, 1,000 members before all.
1,000 members. So we started this little Facebook group. What, like April?
April in mid-April.
Mid-April.
Well,
we had 0.
Well, you
had 5.
started it months ago. We just never promoted
Yeah,
it.
I started it about a year ago, but I didn't do anything with this
we never
Facebook
promoted
group.
it, yeah.
So we had like 5 people in it, and then in April, right? April we started taking it seriously, so we
Yeah.
grew. We're all the way up to like damn near almost 8.
139 members.
almost at
1,000.
We need a little bit more, and we'll get to 1,000.
It's going to
Like
happen. We
861.
added like 60
So
yesterday.
if you listen to us, you are not on Facebook, or no, you are not in our group, and you are on Facebook, and you want to get in and watch us live, like we have a Facebook thing going live. Like sometimes I just drop it on there.
Yeah, we just drop it.
We're gonna try to be more
promote it.
consistent with that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we don't care.
some stuff we're working out. It's just like whatever. But go on Facebook, type in Wrestle Cave Podcast. We are on there. Just hit that you want to join, and then within like probably a half hour, you'll probably get
for sure.
accepted. I mean, there's me,
Yeah.
you, there's a whole bunch. We got a whole team of people.
And Casey has our Twitter pop and at Wrestle_Cave. I'm holding down Instagram at WrestleCave, and we're all running the Facebook group, brother.
So, and Ace, you with some other members will be at All In.
All in.
And you will be at Starcast, correct?
Yes, I will be at Starcast.
So, if you guys would like to see Ace, shoot the shit,
Yeah,
just come find him. He's
yeah,
gonna
we're
have
gonna
2 big gold belts.
Yeah, we're
one
gonna.
gold, one silver.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with the silver one.
You gonna go both
Yeah,
or just one?
Probably just one this time.
Okay, so you're gonna have the Wrestle Cave belt.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
All right, just
Wrestle
look for the
Cave
man with the braids and the Wrestle Cave belt.
belt, for sure.
One other thing, September 28th.
Oh yeah, raising the bar. We're in the building. Shout out to my man Trezzy. Shout out to CZW, Felicia, Frank, the whole staff over there. We will be up there some of these Wednesdays, the Dojo Wars. Who else, man? We got a couple people.
I may being the key word here, because it's only about a 2-hour drive. May go to the Evolve 108, I think it is, next Friday. This is Thursday, we're recording this. So next Friday, I may go to that Evolve show in Maryland. I think, or it's September 7th. It might be 2 weeks, whatever. I might be there.
I might be with
But I need some people to, if I'm going to go, I want it to be worth it, you know? I want some people to be there. I want some people to be like, I know John said he might take his kid out there. So if he goes, I'll see him out there. But yeah, come on. If anybody wants to go, tweet at me.
Yeah, man,
Go
we
on
traveling.
Facebook.
We traveling
Let us
with
know.
it. We traveling with it. We went to,
And if you guys, anybody out there listening, if you are going to a show, and if we can make it, if you give us enough time in advance, we will try to make it. I know I want to go to a couple CZW shows. I want to get to Evolve. I want to go to a couple Ring of Honor shows in the area coming up. I want to try to get to Northeast Wrestling. They run a lot around this area.
yeah, we definitely got to do that.
We got WrestleMania coming to this area.
Yeah.
We got
Shout out my man
the
JT Funk
MSG
too.
show coming up in this area.
We got live podcasts coming up.
We got
too.
a live podcast coming up.
Pop-up shop possibly coming up. Probably a nice little pop-up shop probably coming up.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing shit out there. I didn't talk to Casey yet about it, but we gonna get it done.
Yeah, so we got some stuff.
You know, we always throwing shit out there.
So basically, get with us.
Get with us. We're traveling podcasters.
We're trying to grow.
Yeah.
And evolve.
Yeah,
See more wrestling, you know?
that's the best.
We're talking about WWE and NXT this week because that's what's the big topic this week. Last week you were at CZW, I was at Progress.
We got Impact to talk about next week.
Pat was on talking Impact last week.
Always talking Impact.
Pat, I'm sure Pat has already told me about what he missed last week.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's home. That's probably the real reason Pat's not here is because he wanted to stay home and watch Impact this week.
It's all good, Pat. We
It's
got
cool.
you. We got you.
It's cool, Pat.
You know what I'm saying?
I know. I missed last night. They had a haunted house match on Lucha Underground, so I
gotta watch Lucha.
I
What
would
you
like to
watching on?
watch that, and then I'll get back to you next week about that. So I'll have a couple weeks of Lucha to talk about. I haven't talked about. I promised people I would talk about Lucha, but I know a lot of the Lucha guys are now on Impact, so people don't look at them the same now. I don't think anymore. But I still love it anyway.
Yeah, it's all different forms of wrestling. I gotta watch a couple more.
Exactly. So I'm interested to see what this haunted house match is going to be. Pat will be back next week with a whole bunch of Impact stuff. That's Mr. Impact. I can't really talk on it like he can.
And Joe texted me. Joe said keep up the good work, and he's gonna be back on here talking New Japan real soon. So,
Yeah.
So back to SummerSlam though. The women's match for SmackDown: Becky Lynch versus Charlotte versus Carmella. Solid match. I didn't think that, Charlotte needed to be a 6-time champion, but I got a heel turn out of it, so I'm satisfied. And that was fucking awesome.
Yeah. I thought it was a good match too. It was one of my top 5 of the night.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm tired of people saying Carmella can't wrestle. Carmella can wrestle. Stop it. Like,
She can wrestle.
Stop it. She can go. She can wrestle. She can't wrestle to the level of Becky and Charlotte. But in this match, did she look like she was skipping a beat wrestling with them? No, because she came in, she did her spots, she took her little shots, she went out, let the other two girls go, came in, did her little thing, left. Like, she picks her spots. Like, she's not that bad, man. Like, I'm tired of people crapping all over her just because, like,
It's the cool thing to do.
it is.
Yeah.
I talked about that last week about people just looking at a different light. But whatever. Your girl won, Charlotte, so people can't be upset that someone who can't wrestle, quote unquote, has the belt anymore. Yo, Carmella, keep doing your thing. I'm cool with it.
Do you think that?
Charlotte, congratulations. She has won.
Do you think Becky is going to get the strap?
Dude, come on. Becky gonna get the strap back. She was the first SmackDown champion. She lost. She's even more pissed. She came out on Tuesday night and came out and the fans were still cheering her and she said, "Oh, you guys are like, you're behind me. Where was this when Charlotte was added to the match? Where was this? Like when people say best wrestler, you guys don't say Becky Lynch, do you? Like, nah. Like, nope." And she's like just saying, "Nah, none of you guys are behind me. I don't want to hear it." And then Charlotte came out and they did like type of a like the feud the guys always do, the big fight where all the girls come out. Like, you know what I mean? Like all the guys usually get that type of spot. Like it was cool to see the girls get that for once. And that feud definitely needed something like that because now you're building that up even more. That SmackDown on Tuesday was fun.
Yeah, it definitely was fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all WWE programming this week.
Me too. I got nothing bad to say about
I have
it.
nothing really bad to say at all, and I'm one to bitch and complain about WWE.
Maybe they got a little later, a little feet to their fire. I don't know. Next up, WWE Championship match. We had AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. So before we get into this is what I'll say. This is the other match. The only problem I had was because we had a DQ earlier in the night. That was why I had a problem with the DQ in this match. I totally, 100% understand why there was a DQ in this match because it will further the storyline. But I love this match. Talk about it, man.
The energy. We actually seen when his wife came down and was in the crowd, so I automatically knew that she was going to play a role in this match. Joe came out. He started, being disrespectful, saying, certain comments to his wife, talking about daddy's coming home tonight. AJ came out and do what AJ does. He looked phenomenal. The match kind of seemed like it took a little while. It was a slow pace before they switched up the gears. But once they switched the gears, it started to go. My only issue, if I could say anything, I felt like the DQ happened to be like, it seemed to come faster than I feel like it should. If it was going to be a DQ, they could have waited like extra, 5-10 minutes, if that's what the ending that we were going to get. I feel like the match was solid. It was nothing special though. It was nothing special. So I won't say this is definitely like the start of the feud.
I'll say it was better than any Shinsuke versus AJ match.
Yeah, I agree.
So right off the bat, it's already better. It's already a better feud for me.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
more personal.
Yeah,
There's no I feel this feud when we had AJ and Shinsuke. We had
There was
them
nothing.
having
It
backstage
wasn't-
stuff where
Yeah, they
there was
weren't.
never any physicality. Like it was just
Yeah.
nut shots. That's it. And I feel this. Joe, it feels personal. It feels real too. Usually when you get it, it feels kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
But it feels real. And to me, Joe is one of the only people that can pull him and Miz. In my opinion, are one of the few people that can pull this type of stuff off.
Yeah, Joe's the best talker in WWE
Yeah,
to me.
so
outside
one of
in
these
wrestling,
angles aren't for
wrestling.
everybody.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like the ending. I like how it happened.
Yeah, I
wish,
like the ending too.
I just wish it was, an extra little 10 minutes on a match so we can get we can see a little bit more because it is SummerSlam. This is the, mania of the summer. So I kind of wanted to see another solid, 5-10 minutes of going back and forth, brawl and getting it in. I did say I wanted to see blood. I seen some fucking blood. So that was dope. AJ snapped. He lost his cool. That was fire also. I mean,
Would you feel about how they turned around and did on SmackDown? How they did they go back to the audience type interview on the stage, and this one, Joe comes out, he trips him up, and then he just goes and he hammers onto him, man, and he locks him down, and then again, he's calling out Wendy and making it personal again.
I mean, it's dope. I feel like Joe is the person that could possibly take that belt off him. I don't know how long they're gonna keep it on him, but I think Joe is, a great competitor and one of the best speakers. as far as wrestling's concerned, or in the wrestling world in general. There's not too many people that can bring that realism and actually can deliver in the ring, especially someone of his stature. So I definitely think it's dope, and they got the history. The crowd was actually screaming TNA like half of the majority of the match.
Yeah.
So no, I think it was definitely
that
dope.
crowd
I mean,
knows their history.
It's definitely better than
Those two have put on some phenomenal matches. No, I mean to throw that pun in there with AJ, but I mean in TNA, some of the best matches they had.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. How you feel about this?
Again, this delivered for me. This feud was built up for what, over 8 years?
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking 8 years of a feud. Whether it was on the whole time or it was off for about 4 years, but I mean, they can always bring it back. And the packages that were set up for this, it was built up so high, and I thought that they really delivered on it. You could feel both guys really into everything that they were doing, and I liked the ending. I mean, for me, I thought because she had the baby out there, we were going to see another baby spot.
There was no baby in that fucking shit.
That's what I was thinking too. So I was like, we're going to have another.
Screaming at her the whole time.
We're going to have another baby spot, and here we get Brass Knucks. I didn't even see her slip him something real quick, but I saw him give it back to her.
Yeah.
But I thought that was good. That was a real good spot. And then now he set up another cool thing for them.
Yeah, mixed tag.
That I wasn't expecting. So we get a little Brie and Maurice back in the ring.
You think that's going to be at the women's pay-per-view or
1-on-1?
Yeah,
probably. Yeah, probably.
That'd be dope.
Which is good. And people will shit on that, just like they shit on everything else.
Just because they want a bitch.
But you know what? I like it.
WWE.
I love that. But again, they further that feud. They can prolong that feud as long as they keep doing stuff like that, because having their wives into it, it just makes it even feel just like Joe and AJ, more personal.
Even with the Miz and Maurice and John Cena and the Bella.
Exactly.
Yeah,
When you first heard about that match, you were like, "Oh, okay, I don't really want to see that." And then you fast forward to that match at WrestleMania and that build up, and it was good.
Yeah, it was definitely good.
I'm interested to see this one too.
Finn Balor versus Constable Corbin. Now, when they waited, I was waiting for this. I had a feeling that the Demon was going to show up for two reasons. First reason, that Finn just lost to him. We just seen the match. The second reason, they were taking forever for Finn to come out. I'm like, damn, why is Finn match after, AJ match? Or why is Shinsuke match after AJ match? I feel like Shinsuke match should have been before AJ. But anyway, so they were taking forever for Finn to come out. He finally came out, and the lights dim. Everybody lost their fucking minds. That was my first time actually being there live and seeing it. Even though he had better, in NXT, different things. But just seeing the Demon this one time a year is always worth it. It never gets old. So
I got a question
Jason,
for you.
what up?
What's up, Jason? I got a question for you. Ready, Ace? So
What up?
You were there on TV. They showed this big, cloud of, I don't know, I don't even know how to describe it. Like a black hole. It wasn't black, though. It was
It's like red.
all different colors. Was that there? Was that really there?
I'll be honest with you, I didn't see it. I didn't
No?
catch that. So
No,
I
you
don't
didn't see it?
I don't know if they added that in, but
So it wasn't there.
Or maybe
it
my
wasn't
eyes
there. I'm
was-
just fucking with you.
I was glued. No, I did see something like that. Something around, it was like the smoke was lingering longer even during the match. The smoke was just still around. He's getting drop kicked through the fucking smoke, you know what I'm saying, onto the barricade. So I mean, that was dope. I feel like that was another squash.
Yo, he
What
won't
up,
leave me
Jay?
alone.
That was another squash. So that would make two squashes in, that particular night. So I feel like he should have squashed Baron, you know what I mean? So I wasn't too surprised about that.
Well, the theme for me was SmackDown was good matches and Raw was squash matches for SummerSlam.
Yeah. Shinsuke versus Jeff. How'd you feel about that? I think it was a cool match.
I thought it was a good match. It was short, it was sweet, but they got everything in.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't understand
Yeah.
is I keep hearing on the internet and in interviews that Jeff, again, it's the internet, but I've also read the transcript of the interview where Jeff Hardy has said like he was gonna stop using the Swanton as much, and I feel like ever since I've heard that, he's used it more. And then just like this week, he freaking does it on the outside on the apron. Like, come on, Jeff. Come on, Jeff. But having said that, that was awesome. And his matches this week against Shinsuke and against Randy Orton. Say what you want about Jeff. I don't care how old he is. The guy can still go get a reaction, and I'm entertained by him.
Yeah, they definitely had a pop when Jeff came out. So they were more invested in this match than I thought they were. But the match was definitely solid. I thought the match was really, really good. What was up?
I was just saying hi to people on.
Oh, hi, people. How you doing?
Jason said hi.
Oh, what's going on?
Anyway,
do your show again. Yeah, man, we gotta get together, man. Raw championship match, Ronda versus Bliss. Another squash that was well deserved. I enjoyed it.
People have problems with this, and I don't understand why.
Did they have problems with the child winning the tag team belts at Mania?
Nope.
Is she not an Olympian?
I don't understand people's problems.
Is she not Hall of Fame?
People are saying Ronda didn't pay her dues.
Her match is not fire.
Ronda is the women's revolution, bro.
In real life.
People laughed at me for saying that.
In real life.
People laugh at me for saying that.
Yeah, she's a Hall of Famer.
This woman is the woman is basically she is a women's version of Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar together in one. Correct? She just isn't good on the mic. Like, what's wrong with that? She's all right.
Shout out to Dwight. He actually has his own show in the group now from this debate argument.
Yo, Dwight, me and Dwight have been backing each other up all week because we don't understand. Like, it goes back to my whole thing with WWE's entertainment. People are like, oh, she didn't pay her dues. She didn't pay her dues. This woman is the only woman on the main roster, because I won't say in WWE, on the main roster, who has gone toe-to-toe with somebody in real life, fist to fist. That's the only dues I need.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, that's the only dues I need. She is the only woman on the main roster as well to be an Olympian. Again, that alone would be the only dues I need. This woman came in, and she's working her ass off. As far as I can see, she's going down to NXT and working because her matches have been pretty good. She may not be what you want on the mic, but god damn it, she's entertaining.
Not to mention she's a UFC Hall of Famer.
Oh, shit. And Pat always says this, whether you want to agree or not, but like...
She's a draw. She's an actor, too.
But Pat always says, like... I mean, that the women's revolution happened right around when Ronda was getting famous in UFC. I mean, people don't want to hear it, but come on. I kind of agree with it.
Stop it. She's the most entertaining woman on the Raw.
Like, I'm sorry if you... All right, so, like I tell people, like, it's entertainment. Raw is more entertainment. SmackDown's got the matches. You want the matches? You want that match that's going to blow you away from a wrestling standpoint? You're not going to go watch Ronda Rousey. Go watch SmackDown. You got Charlotte. You got Asuka. You got Becky. You got Naomi. You got a lot of good girls over there. So, like, it's cool. Go watch SmackDown.
Not to mention she was on a WrestleMania card with a loaded fucking 7-8 hour show and had one of the best matches on the card. Played her part to the T. She gave Nia Jax a dope ass match. Like, she had a great match with fucking Alexa Bliss. If you ask me, she's supposed to be dragging her around. She's supposed to be snapping her fucking arm.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
she was a fucking cheerleader.
What
before
you want
NXT.
Alexa and her to go in a 20-minute match? Like, it's not believable, bro.
She was a fucking cheerleader.
Like, that's what exactly. Like, come on.
Before NXT, bro. She didn't win any. She wasn't acknowledged at all in NXT. So you telling me she deserves to be 4 or 5 time champion on Raw?
I don't understand what these people want because like Dwight's bringing up on here, people wanted her to wrestle WrestleMania a couple years ago with The Rock, right? Now she's here.
Yeah,
they're complaining.
Yeah,
not everybody, but goddamn.
I think
again, Ronda, keep doing your thing.
We're in 2018.
I've been saying. I told you from the jump, didn't I?
We're in 2018.
She's gonna be fine.
We're in 2018. If you can deliver in the ring, that's all that matters. I said something about her because I didn't like the promo. I didn't like the idea of her pointing to the sign from the door because it just didn't hold any type of weight in the ring with Oscar, someone that had dominated for the last 900 some days. It just didn't seem the right time. But she delivered in the ring. So if you deliver in the ring, that's all that fucking matters.
Yeah,
like,
and you got to realize WWE's changing. Like UFC, people from the UFC are coming into WWE, so WWE always is becoming more real, right? What is more real than UFC? So a guy like Brock Lesnar, Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey, you got
they're gonna say Matt Riddle didn't.
Matt Riddle's coming over.
They're gonna say that he didn't earn it.
These type of people who
gonna say he
were
didn't earn
legitimate
it.
UFC fighters, they bring outside people in. They bring those eyes in, and they make the fights a little bit more believable.
Yeah.
They may not be technical, like 100% great wrestlers, but they can still go.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck people want. People want the opposite. If you give them this, people just want the opposite. For
Like
the
it's
most part.
something different.
I'm entertained. I want to be
am
entertained.
too.
If you want textbook wrestling, watch New Japan. Watch Impact. If you want to be entertained, watch WWE. If you want to watch some real wrestling, you should be watching 205 Live. They just had a dope ass match.
And I didn't get to watch it this week.
Yeah, Buddy and Nice versus Lucha.
I know, tornado tag.
Fucking amazing. Yeah.
So my guys, Lucha, I told you.
Shit was fire. Even TJP and Noam Dar had a dope ass match. Match was fire.
Yeah, those guys too.
Yeah, man. If y'all want to watch that type of shit, you want to be entertained, watch Raw, SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? SmackDown's been better. It's been really, really good. Raw has been better since just last week. Prior to that, it wasn't really that great, but Seth was still holding it down. Drew was still holding it down. Like, it is what it is. Like, fuck it. I'm not going to keep bitching and complaining. Like, I don't care who the strap is on. Shit, I seen Stranger Things. Jinder Mahal was champion, for Christ's sake, and he was a jobber. So Roman having the strap is not that big of a deal to me. The Shield being back, it's not that big of a deal to me. Like, it's dope. Just enjoy it. Regardless if he's getting over or not, or if he's only over with the Shield. So fucking what? If he's only over with the Shield, who cares?
If he's over with the Shield. He's
So
over
what?
with the
He's
Shield.
over.
You got the Shield, so what do you want?
He's over.
Yeah.
Like, so what? Like,
I love it. All right.
If you hate him or love him, like, he's positioned. He's the guy. Like, fuck it. Like,
You're not entertained.
I'm not just, sipping the Kool-Aid and no shit like that. I'm just respecting the ring. Why do I dislike him so much?
You don't sip the Kool-Aid. I know you don't because you and me butt heads on shit all the time.
Yeah. And
You're actually like
yeah.
agreeing with me that it was a good week.
It was a good week. I mean,
So what else did we have, though?
If you make
We had
me
one more match, right?
Yeah. If you make me, complain, then I will complain. But if you, do your thing, I will let you know.
And again, so this match right here, the main event, Universal Championship, Roman versus Brock. We all were bitching and complaining, but what did they do? They made it more interesting by bringing out Braun Strowman. Nobody would have cared about this
Smart
match. It
move.
would have got booed right from the beginning.
Smart move.
There was a smart move bringing out Braun Strowman.
Vince-
Because for
Vince
me,
was
I was
thinking.
like, all right, I want to see this.
Vince was
and he
thinking.
said, all right, I'm not going to be like everybody else. But again, I didn't, like, it was kind of, I had little flaws in this, but I'll let it go. He was like, I'm not going to be like everybody else. I'm gonna, as soon as you're done, I'm gonna challenge you. Which is kind of still like everybody else because he waited till the match was over, but whatever. I like it.
I like the angle. Vince was smart. He threw a curveball at us.
Because he knew everybody was going to boo.
Exactly, and got us right the fuck out of there. But hey, man, he hit like 4 finishers or 3 finishers in a matter of a minute. Then I think we only seen like 2 or 3 suplexes, so that's always good. And then he attacked, Braun, put Braun out, caught the spear. The chair reflected off of the rope, hit him right in the face. 1, 2, 3. New fucking champion. Amazing. Fast forward to Raw. Finn Balor, Roman Reigns. Fire match.
Awesome that they gave him a shot again.
Super dope.
Great
Definitely
match.
deserve it.
Great match.
All their matches was dope.
Intense, too.
All their matches was dope. This match was definitely dope. Man, I love the ending again. That Braun comes out. Next thing you know.
Damn it.
Yeah, they came
Sierra Hotel. India, Echo.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh
okay.
shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to go back because I was watching the highlights. I had to go back. and watch their actual full clip.
It's good to see them back.
Oh shit!
It adds a different dynamic when you have a faction. I've been saying it forever. It adds a whole different dynamic when you have like a whole group of
I
guys.
just like his
out.
demeanor when he stood up and he seen like Jailhouse Dean come out all husky looking like H. You know, Seth came out there without his Intercontinental belt. He's serious, is on and popping.
Fuck yeah.
And they came to protect, you know, him from Braun, the monster amongst men. Seeing them powerbomb Braun through that table was amazing. They officially powerbombed everybody.
And that match never happened, so this keeps going. It's still going. Interesting.
It's interesting. He's
now,
challenging
does Braun
people.
Get back up eventually? That's what I want to know. Does he get Bray? Bray don't have Matt no more. Does he get Bray back?
Ooh, that'd be kind of crazy.
I heard Eric Rowan's hurt. I think Dwight might have called this. I mean, bring over Luke Harper.
That should be
3
crazy.
on 3. Bring it.
That should be nuts.
Wyatt's versus Shield. That's what he said. See? Wyatt's versus Shield.
Does that not make y'all entertained?
I mean, I remember back, 5 years ago, that was the biggest thing.
Would y'all not be entertained if we seen
Then
that
you got
again?
the Shield versus the Wyatts for the tag team championship.
And it gives them something to do until Dean turns on Seth.
Luke and Bray as tag champs.
I'm with that.
That I can get behind. Braun is Universal.
But no, they're not gonna get behind it because Roman is a part of it. They don't like Roman.
Yeah,
they don't care about the Shield. They don't care about that. Yeah.
But I mean, for main roster, SummerSlam, Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, I'm gonna give him a B. I'm gonna give him a B.
I'm gonna give him a B plus.
I can't go that high.
I'm gonna give him a B plus. And that's coming from me.
Can't go that high.
It's coming from me. Overall, let's talk about this NXT shit. I'm ready.
A.
Man.
A show.
The A.
The A show. And they got an A from me for this show. We kicked it off. Again, you were there. 'Cause you started off.
You want me to start with the pre-taping?
Nah.
Just start with NXT?
You gotta start with the pre-taping because we watched that this week too.
Yeah.
So a girl, actually, can I do the first match?
Yeah, please.
Because we saw a girl debut that I have got the pleasure of seeing perform for ECWA. I've seen her at Ring of Honor. I've seen her a couple different other places. Deonna Purrazzo. Mm-hmm. She has also, I believe, been in NXT years ago. They gave her a shot. I don't think they ever signed her. I think she even was on SmackDown once. What'd you say?
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. And then I think she was even on SmackDown once. But congratulations, and finally, this girl gets her time to shine. Mm-hmm. Jersey girl, Deonna. Good job.
Yeah,
she took on Bianca Belair.
Yeah, love
Get
Bianca.
into it. Go.
Bianca Belair, EST. I love her. You know what I'm saying? She's Sasha Banks on steroids, man. Kick your fucking ass. Whip you with her weave whenever she wants. Has the attitude. Can out wrestle you.
Yep.
I believe she's an Olympian. I believe she is.
Yeah.
I believe she is. Man, she's dope. Marty's girl, amazing. Woo woo. Ooh. I think the match was dope. I already knew that she was going to lose. You know what I'm saying, because they're building up Bianca. But the match was really, really good. It was a really dope way to start the night for me. The crowd loved it. Was into it.
It's a really good match, too.
It was a really, really good match. Really, they gave us some time, which I love. They do that because they give people enough time to get their shit off. You know what I'm saying? Real back and forth type match. I really, really enjoyed it. Now, let me pause the story on this. I was outside and I was looking for some food. I was trying to figure out, what I was going to do. I was getting stopped every 5 seconds because I had this UK title or whatever the case may be. And some of my UK homies I ran into, shout out to Sky Sports, I'm sorry, out the UK. My guys, they held me down. They told me that Pete was in a dark match for NXT, which means he was on the pre-show, which means he was going to be a part of the NXT taping. Yep. So I literally made me rush in there because I had no idea that he was going to be wrestling a rematch. And that match was amazing, bro. Fucking amazing.
It was just as good as their the United Kingdom Day 2, their match there. Maybe slightly better.
I think it's better.
I would put maybe a slight edge better. Because this one we actually really saw Pete get pissed. And really saw Pete get put in a position he's not used to.
And
that's being on his back. being in submissions, being in spots we're not used to seeing him.
Yeah,
in.
because he's normally doing the shit.
So it was a different side that we didn't get to see, but he fought back and won. So that's why I really enjoyed that match, because we're just so used to Pete doing his thing all the time.
Yeah.
But we got to see a different thing where we got Zach Gibson, who a lot of people do not like. He is a big heel. Does a phenomenal job, too. I like his style.
Yeah, real gritty.
But at the end of the day, Pete came back and he pulled it off, retaining that championship.
My favorite wrestler, Pete fucking Dunne.
I know he is.
Love this guy, man. It was amazing. It's always a pleasure to see him live. You seen him live just
I've
just
seen
recently.
him live. Hell yeah, I saw him at Progress.
Always.
And I got to see him. Did he wrestle at the Takeover on a pre-match when we were there? Or no.
I can't think off the top of my head.
No, the
I don't think
Mighty
he was there.
wrestled. Nah.
Yeah.
You didn't get to see him. I wish we did. So yeah, that was my first time getting to see him live. So
I might be biased, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a British strong style guy, but Pete is amazing. So to go for those 2 matches, and then we started the actual pay-per-view off with the fucking tag team match. So I was torn.
Oh,
The Undisputed Era versus Mustache Mountain.
I was watching this with my girlfriend. She loves Mustache Mountain. She doesn't like Undisputed Era only because they cheat all the time, and I said that's why I love them. I obviously was pulling for my boys from Undisputed Era, but I was torn as well. Again, this was another awesome match.
Storytelling,
Yeah.
spots, just how smooth Tyler Bate and comfortable he is in the ring.
I liked how they went back to the towel from the last match.
Yeah. That was fire, man.
I love all the times when they do that. They have 2 people in a submission, and then they somehow get out of it, and the wife throwing a guy on another guy. I think Tyler did that again.
Yep.
Tyler had a guy on his shoulders and did the swing again.
Yeah.
Tyler's a beast and a freak
right
of nature.
after that, did a suplex, a deadlift suplex.
Yep.
On both of them. My favorite spot of the night is I think Tyler went and did a crossbody over the rope, knocked one of them down. He turned around, got hit by he got hit by Roderick Strong. He went through the rope, did his neck thing through the ropes, hit him with a clothesline, took him down, threw him in the ring, hit him with the Tyler driver, boom, for a near fall. We rarely see people kick out of that move, so I thought it was over then and there.
Thing about Undisputed, they kicked out of a lot of finishers. They kicked out
did.
of Tyler's
They booked
finisher,
out
they
of
kicked out
Hella
of Trent's
And then
7-star
they-
lariat,
then
and then they kicked out of the
Tag team.
Yes, the burning arrow with the knee.
Yeah, I was hurt because I felt
Burning
like
Hammer,
I feel like they should have. I feel like they should have won, but at the same time, I'm not mad if they got booked. You know,
I mean, we're all winners.
Yeah.
We're all winners for having watched
The crazy part is when the War Raiders, snuck up after.
That was
Poor
awesome.
fucking
How
Kyle.
fucking high did they throw Kyle O'Reilly?
How many finishes did Kyle take? Because he took 2 of those. He took the one that Mustache Mountain gave him.
Yep.
That right before he took basically the Rainmaker.
It's because he sells better than anybody.
Yeah, man. They threw him so high in the air, caught him, jack him. Oh
That
man.
shit was crazy.
Then a suicide dive. Then a leg drop from the top.
And that's
man.
coming from 2 big ass dudes like that too.
Yeah, man.
And I can't wait to see the matches that those guys are gonna have. The 3 of those guys, they could have a triple threat tag team, and I would. Oh my god, that would be one of the best tag team matches in NXT history.
Man, that match right there. To me, it's I don't know what's the match of the night. I watched that over, and I watched another
Tag
match.
team was for me.
Yeah, it's between that and Adam Cole's match that were between those 2. I go back and forth with.
You want to talk about that one right now, then?
Yeah, we can talk about that one right now.
What'd you feel about that? I love that. I was upset that Adam lost it, but I mean, if you look at it, Adam will be fine. Ricochet, if he didn't win, where he going from there?
Man, I was torn with that. I like how Ricochet he slowed his pace down. He wasn't just
At the
doing
beginning,
moves.
then he picked it back up.
When he picked it back up, yeah. But it seemed like it was a battle. It was a back and forth. No one seemed like they had the upper hand. They both seemed like they knew each other. Starting out where he went for his normal kick. Adam Cole got out of the way. He tried to super kick. Ricochet got out of the way. They chilled with that. They did some holds. Ricochet,
But the spot of the match
when he did the
when
springboard.
Ricochet went for the backflip onto him, and then he super kicked him right in his neck.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That was beautiful.
That was spot.
We
of that
lost our
match.
shit. Yeah,
I
we
mean,
lost our
Ricochet
shit.
really showed off a lot of stuff like that he's known for, because if you look his first match, the ladder match, there's a lot of guys in there. He only got to do one or two things. So people were like, okay, this guy's good, but like, there's a lot of other people that were shining in that match, and Adam Cole won it. So people felt more leaving that match towards Adam Cole. They could have felt this way towards 6-7 guys in that match.
I
Next
agree.
match, his next takeover match, he's going against Velveteen Dream.
Yeah.
That was more of a storytelling match. He didn't have time to tell the story in the air that he usually does.
Yeah.
So this I felt like was his real NXT outcoming or homecoming, outcoming, whatever the hell you want to call
agree.
it. Showing off of his skills.
And he's still working that part like 70%.
I just felt like this really finally got to show this is why WWE signed this guy, and this is why they're putting the title on him, because he can do shit like this, and he's the one and only, sorry to use it, guy that can do that type shit.
Yep. And I think with Johnny being out, I feel like I think Adam Cole is going to go to the next level, go for the NXT.
I think so too. It sets him up perfectly. Well, first, I don't know, because they got War Games coming up, right?
Yeah.
So this is the perfect opportunity, because last year they had Undisputed Era. It's a three team type of thing. You know what I mean? Like a 3 team thing. The way they set it up last time.
Yeah.
So 3 other guys, British Strong Style, right?
Yeah.
They kind of, if you looked on TV, set up a little thing with Pete and Velveteen. So that's how you can maybe throw, or not Pete and Velveteen, Pete and Ricochet. So you already got British Strong Style. You already got Undisputed Era. You have War Machine wanting to go for the tag titles. And you got Adam Cole and Pete Dunne wanting to go for North American title, and vice versa. They want to go for the UK. So those are 3 good teams. If you throw Ricochet in there with War Raiders, War Machine, whatever you want to call them, that sets up your next one. I know a lot of people have been already saying that. So I know I'm not the first one that came up with it. But I mean, we all have been thinking it.
That'd be amazing. I would definitely try to be there wherever it's
it makes sense, right? If they're going to do another War Games.
It definitely makes sense. I can see that happening. Sounds good to me.
And I think that would be even better than the first one we got. In my opinion.
Yeah, it has the potential to be. I mean, the first one was...
Well, the first one, that's how we got... Well, no, they retained... No, that's not how we got Roddy in there. That was something different. Never mind.
Yeah, the chemistry between all of them is great. So it's probably gonna be the best. I didn't really I like the ending to Velveteen Dream and EC3. It was probably the weakest match on the card, but it was still a solid match. It was a good match.
Yeah, a lot of people. I've said this before about EC3 though. A lot of people, just because they're used to a certain type of style with a lot of NXT people, where they're flashier or they got a stronger, like a lot of the British guys have those uppercuts, or you see how intense Johnny and Ciampa are, or you see how Adam Cole and Ricochet are. That's not EC3. If that's what you're looking for, you're never going to get it. And I think people don't understand that. He's a solid wrestler. Like, people were saying Velveteen Dream carried him. No, man. Those 2 guys just wrestle a different style. So when styles clash, you get a different style wrestling match.
Yeah, and you got to remember
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to remember that Velveteen Dream is going to wrestle the style of whoever he's in. So, I mean, he's not going to do the things that he did with, Aleister Black or Ricochet with EC3. It's going to be a different style of match. I think Velveteen is a small chameleon. I feel like he doesn't necessarily lead, but he, I'm just saying, but he
adapts to everything.
He adapts to everything.
And he performs to any level.
I think the match was solid. I just feel like this card in general was a solid card all the way through, and just because it was the weakest match, so to speak, doesn't mean it was a bad match. It was actually a solid match. I enjoyed it. I'm glad that Velveteen
If you put
won.
that on the SummerSlam card, it was up there too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But that NXT is it's a different type of beast, different type of animal. You know what I mean? But at the same time,
it's just the level of match that people are expecting.
And then another thing I was analyzing, that they have a performance center, so they have the schedule and the time to kind of like piece these matches together more than the schedule of anybody on the main roster, because they actually traveling around more. So I mean, we don't think about that or consider that either. The main roster, they got to wrestle a certain style, and they got to wrestle like every night. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people, they come to WWE, they fuck around and get injured faster than they ever did basically on the indie scene or the indie circuit or maybe even NXT. So we can talk shit about, you know, the main roster all we want, but I mean the schedule is a little bit differently. I know if I work, you know, 7 days in a row, you know,
I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, I'm fucking tired. You know what I'm saying? If I work 3 shows out of this week, then I probably can give a little bit more. You know what I mean? So it's a give or take. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're two different brands, and they're possibly going to, you know, separate in the sense of a little bit more when the FS1, you know, shit comes in and they probably get their own station. I think that'll kind of like bridge the gap and make people realize that, yeah, it's developmental, so to speak, as far as getting the right camera angles and the camera shots. But as far as in-ring wrestling and the talent, these are some of the best talent in the world. And they have the schedule to actually, you know, give those type of matches where they can go a little bit harder than actual, you know, the main roster. But on the flip side, I feel like main rosters hearing all the dirt sheets, seeing all the shit that's being said, and they just like, yo, we're still the top.
They should,
you know
though.
I mean?
They should feel a little pissed off, and that should light a fire under them.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Even look at Randy. Look at Randy. Randy using that as his fuel to attack, you know what I'm saying? Look at Drew.
Good.
That's
it's
Drew's
a good
whole
thing.
thing.
Competition is good. It's not a bad thing, man. Just, you know, get fuel to the fire. You know?
Absolutely. Shit, well,
I mean, the next match we had was Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane.
I thought the match was good. I felt like they were doing more shit than I expected them to do.
Again, we see it just like last week. We saw a different side of Kyrie.
Yeah,
and
I feel like the win made sense. The roll up, the win made sense. That roll up on like a fighter, like her, like how Shayna is, and I feel like she got rolled up before. I think she lost her first title match to Ember when she got like a roll up type ordeal.
Well, it makes sense because she's not a pure wrestler. She's used to a MMA type thing where she's not getting rolled up. So it kind of points out a weakness character wise in her her MMA UFC character where she's used to get like a straight up fight. So she's not used to having a defense to be kicking out all the time. So when she gets rolled up, that's using a whole different type she's not used to. So it's cool that they throw that in there if that's what they're thinking.
Yeah, I feel like
she lost though. I love Shayna.
Yeah, but I feel like she's on the Evolution flyer, so she's either going to be in NXT on that card or actually be on the main roster. They had her cut a promo. She'll be there
some way or the other.
They had her cut a promo backstage, and she had the 4 horsewomen.
I saw that.
Never ever have I seen NXT talent lose the strap and cut a promo with someone that's on the main roster the next night that's going to be a women's champion. So I've never seen that. And she was actually there in the crowd at Raw when she won as well.
That too,
So I don't know. They got something planned. Something's definitely coming for that particular.
Well, I hope so. I hope they're trying to do a little bit.
Yeah.
And then finally, the main event. I want to hear what it was like from inside the building.
I mean, anytime. I mean, Johnny comes out. People love Johnny, but it was. I mean, it was a little different. It was kind of like, you know, if you don't get this shit out of the way. Now, if you're watching as a fan, that's how you should feel. If you're watching, like, if you really pay attention to the storyline, then you should know that this is not over here. You know what I'm saying? The crowning of Johnny is not going to be here tonight. He's doing too much. Ciampa is doing too great as a heel right now with that belt. I feel as though it wasn't over. But as a fan, you can see in the air when Johnny Music hit that people were like, yo, you got to fucking get this shit done tonight. And then when Ciampa came out, he has the greatest entrance ever right now. Fuck you, Ciampa. You suck. All types of chants at him, and he's just, you know, taking it all in. Boom. Before he even took his jacket off, I believe the shit started. And the energy was electric. You know what I'm saying? I think that at this point, you need to stop. Luckily, he's injured. I'm not going to say luckily because I wish him to be injured.
If he's injured.
If he's injured, if it's a work, I'm not too sure. Triple H confirmed that he really is injured. We don't really know.
Triple H runs the damn thing.
We don't really know. But if that's the case, you know, chill on this for a while, come back around because we're getting all the stipulations. Is kind of, we already got the, you know, we already seen the wood get exposed. We already seen, you know, the mats outside get lifted up. We seen some table spots, multiple table spots. We seen y'all outside of the ring getting it in. That's great. I'm going to always bring it back to this. Y'all done fought all around this arena. Johnny can't seem to... His hatred for Tommaso is so strong that he wants to hurt him more than actually win the belt. and that's where we actually are in the story.
But I love that. You know,
I love it too.
I was
I
gonna
do
say,
love it.
I love in the matches the amount of symbolism that they use with the crutches again, the handcuffs again, going back to the last match again. It's just all little things in there, and they harken back to all their matches over time. I think that the ending of this was so perfect because he's sitting there, and all Johnny has to do is just kick him in the head and let him sit there. He did it the first time, and then he got up. So he said, "All right, I got to do it again." And you saw him kick him in the head twice. Then he goes, I'm doing this."
Yeah.
And then you just saw him take that knee pad down, and he ran right through him. Yeah. And then he went down. Yeah. And grabbed that knee. So I don't know if it's a work, if it's real, but I love it.
He, I mean, realistically, he didn't really hit him at all. He literally ran right into the speaker. Yeah. Knee first, you know what I'm saying? And then fell onto that. So I don't know if it is or not, but I heard they did say that they had to switch something in the mid-match, or had to switch it at the end, like as far as the ending was concerned. That's when he popped up. You know, I thought the ending was beautiful.
Oh, me too.
Other than him being injured.
How he just rolled over right at 9.
Yeah. That shit was beautiful. It was such a great way. I like how he left, and I don't know if they showed it, but he left and came back.
Oh, he came back and just held up the championship? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I just rewatched that again.
Amazing, man. Takeover was... a lot of people were underwhelmed. A lot of people didn't like the ending. I thought the ending was great. I knew that.
Oh, I did, too.
I knew the person was going to win.
I just know with those two, no matter what story they want to go out and tell, they're going to pull it off. They're going to do a phenomenal job. And they're going to tell a good story in the ring, out of the ring, and it's going to be a good match as well.
And speaking of that, Dwight, I'm always going to get back to the point where when they revisit this, it has to be Hell in a Cell. We've seen y'all around all the ring. The best way to end this feud is to be the first ever.
Can't get away from each other,
The first ever, Hell in a Cell. And they can't break out. But they do break out, and somebody takes a nasty bump.
Oh, you think so?
If not a bump like that, at least he got to do the super kick.
But if you do that has to be one of them is gone from NXT. One of them's got to go up after that.
Yeah, I'm with that.
I would love to see first ever Hell in a Cell.
I'm with that a lot.
With those two too.
Do we have any news of that going on? Because I know we covered
I don't know. I don't have my phone on me right now. I usually try not to so I can pay attention.
Well, I just seen spoilers, so we're not going to get into that.
Nah, don't get into that.
We're not going to do that.
What else we got going on outside of WWE right now?
Oh, we're getting ready for All In.
We're getting ready for All In.
I will be in All In. Shout out to SP.
Tell
we're
going to do a live. Where you're going to be for All In.
Oh, man, we're going to be at the CM Punk thing. I'm going to be at StarCast. I'm going to be at All In, of course, and anywhere else I can find, wherever the people are. You know, we're going to do I will be on True Hills show out there. We will do a live podcast out there as well, and I'm wherever the people are, man. You can catch me in the crowd with who.
So I want to bring up the All In card. I want to see what you think about it. Like what matches what matches you are excited for, or who you're excited to see. I mean, I know that it kicks off with the over budget or under budget battle royal.
Over budget battle royal, and the winner faces Jay
What do you think about that?
You said what I think about that?
Yeah.
I think it's exciting, man. I'm just excited. I'm just happy to be there. You know what I'm saying?
What match? History. I'm gonna go down the list here and I'll see which one you're most excited about. First off, we got Nick Aldis. He's the NWA champion. He's gonna go against Cody Rhodes. Then we have Kazuchika Okada going against the villain Marty Scurll, the Rainmaker versus the villain.
I'm excited for them.
Then we got Joey Janela with the lovely, as always, Penelope Ford taking on my guy who I love, and I told you he's going to be going straight to the top soon, Hangman Page.
My guy.
We got Rey Mysterio. We got probably top luchas in the world on this card, too. We got Rey Mysterio teaming with Phoenix and another guy I just had the privilege of seeing last week, Bandito. And they're taking on the Golden Elite, the Young Bucks and Kota Ibushi. This next match is the one I'm most excited about. So I'll get yours at the end. But the one I'm excited about, we got the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, against the Arrow, Stephen Amell. That's mine that I'm looking forward to the most.
That's fine.
I want to see what Stephen Amell can do with a lot of training outside of WWE, going against someone like Christopher Daniels, who has been in it for over 20 years.
Yeah, he's gonna help him carry.
And then next, in a tag team match, we got the Briscoe brothers, who, again, have been going at it forever, against the other two in SoCal Uncensored, Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky. Then, like I talked about, the over budget battle royal. The winner of that will later in the night get to go against Jay Lethal for the Ring of Honor World Championship.
Man.
So we'll have that match as well. And then Madison Rayne will be taking on Britt Baker, who will be taking on Chelsea Green, who will be taking on the Impact Women's Champion, Tessa Blanchard. It's not for the title, but she is the current champion, I believe, unless something changed recently. And then I'm guessing in the main event, the top luchador right now, in my opinion, in the world, Pentagon, will be taking on one of the top wrestlers in the world, Kenny Omega. So, I already told you. Oh, and here's some of the participants in the over budget battle royal. Jordan Grace, Moose, Rocky Romero, Cole Cabana, Ethan Page, Brian Cage, Billy Gunn, Marco Stunt was just announced the other day, and Jimmy Jacobs. I am picking Brian Cage in that one. I know that's probably Pat's pick too. Oh, you know what? No. I'm going with the hometown boy, Cole Cabana.
That'd be a heavy match. Coke and Lethal. Damn.
But again, what's your match you're looking forward to?
Man.
I'm
looking forward to Cody and Nick for sure.
Cody and Nick?
I'm looking forward to the Young Bucks, the Golden Elite. I'm looking forward to Kenny Omega and Pentagon. Shit. I'm looking forward to seeing Flip. I think Flip's gonna be there somehow.
I might have made a spoiler.
Don't let Pat see it.
Don't let Pat listen to this podcast. I said something about Impact that I probably shouldn't have.
I'm definitely Marty versus Okada. Shit, man.
I was gonna wear my Rainmaker shirt, but I got Best Friends on instead.
I'm just happy to be there.
Best friends.
Best friends. Best friends.
Wait, are you going to Flip's All Out party?
I'll
Get
probably
tickets
go.
to that?
It sold out before I was able to get tickets, but I'll probably still be there.
You'll figure it out.
I believe it's in the parking lot.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. You always show up to shit that you're not invited to. So
hey, yo, man, listen. I'm everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We in there. Wrestle Cave worldwide.
I'll be having a watch party maybe for All In.
Yeah, man. Show love to my man, my guy.
I'll call it Not In.
Not In. That's fire.
I mean, it's real creative too.
It's real creative.
Not.
You think Flip is gonna make the card somehow?
Maybe he'll have a match like outside. And
Why is he not booked? Like the whole storyline.
Oh, I didn't spoil it because. Okay,
Federation.
I did not spoil it because TNA already spoiled it. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't spoil it. That's probably how I found out about it, because they spoiled it.
Yeah, man. But you said you're most excited about the dude from
Stephen Amell versus Christopher Daniels for sure. Because outside of WWE, one of my favorite wrestlers for the past 15, 20, well, I can't say 20 because I haven't been watching him personally that long, but I'll say for the past 15 years has been Chris Daniels. I mean, that guy still, as long as he's been in the ring, he can still put on a match you're going to talk about when you leave that arena. You're going to know who he is. You're going to know what he can do. And I've seen it time and time again. I saw it last year when I went to the Ring of Honor shows. It was him. Sorry, it was him and Kazarian against War Raiders. And they did some crazy shit in that match. I believe they threw... War Raiders threw Daniels outside the ring into a person, into one of the fans. Oh, you were there, weren't you?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
I definitely was there. Oh yeah, that shit was crazy.
But I mean, for me, I want to see that because I was impressed when Stephen Amell took on Stardust in that was it a tag team match, him and Neville or whatever it was.
Yeah.
At SummerSlam a few years ago. So I'm interested to see what he can actually do. In a one-on-one match, given a lot more time to train. that's what I'm really looking forward to. And then also probably, like I said, that 6-man tag.
Yeah, that shit gonna be insane. I seen like some different layouts of like the designs of the actual how they're gonna do the stage and everything.
I've seen the stage. Cody and them been tweeting out like the merch just got tweeted out that they're gonna have. Some of it looks pretty good.
Yeah. I'm just happy to be there, man. Just happy to see it. Happy to represent.
Yeah. Sorry, I was reading what he said.
About
my $5 watch party.
Yeah, man.
What's it called? And then the other thing, I don't know. I'm just excited to see something different. You know?
Yeah.
I have no expectations. I just want to. I'm just.
Did you hear what Vince said?
Excited.
Did you hear what Vince said?
Nah.
Vince said the Bucks. Jericho was talking to him about, I guess, Orlando or whatever, and he said, "Oh man, I wish those guys should have called me. You know, September is the hardest time to try to sell out the venue or sell a venue. Like the Bucks just going to call him or have access
Like they
to call
didn't
him?
already sell it out.
Yeah, like they didn't already sell it out.
Like they didn't do it their own.
Like, how the fuck were they supposed to call you? Like Cody Rhodes, hey, this is Cody Rhodes.
And he wants them so bad.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
he ain't getting them.
Yeah, he shouldn't.
Well, he might. He might.
You think so?
Maybe one day, but
So you gotta give up all your rights with Vince. That's the only thing. I don't think
not
they're
necessarily.
Gonna do. Think so?
Not necessarily. You can keep them. AJ got his. Joe got his.
Yeah.
Young Bucks they got a big following, so they'll be like, all right, well, you're not getting all our following to come over here and watch your product.
Yeah.
We don't keep our shit.
And Cody said whatever decision they make, they're gonna make together. So
Yeah.
they're gonna be together.
All in.
Yeah.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
You know
bro.
what I mean? I mean, we pretty much covered all of it.
Yeah,
That's
we
coming
did,
up,
bro.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, next time I see you, you will be. Oh no, we got one more show before you go out, right?
Yeah.
So we got one more show. I'm not going to announce that next week's going to be the trivia show only because we got to see what guests we can get for next week first. I'll say either next week or the week after we will have a trivia show. So tune in to the next couple podcasts.
We will. And we will have 1,000 members.
If you, again, on our Facebook page, go on Facebook, join our group. It is Wrestle Cave Podcast. Hit like. There is a page you can like, but there's also a Facebook group that you can join. You can join in the fun with us because we have a lot of big things coming up. And if you ever want to come out and meet us, you want to contribute, we are all a bunch of just people that like to talk wrestling. Got to be respectful in there because we will boot you out. I don't care. I don't take none of that shit. I just don't take that shit. You be respectful of everybody else. Everybody's got different opinions than you, but at the end of the day, you're respectful of it. Join our group. Twitter, go on our Twitter page at Wrestle_Cave. Go on our Instagram, Wrestle Cave. Join, because if we get 1,000, we're going to start cranking some more shit out.
Trivia.
Trivia's already coming.
More mixes, more trivias.
Yeah, for real. Trivia is going to be...
Merch is coming soon.
Merch
is definitely coming soon.
I'll have...
Live podcast coming soon.
Yeah.
We're going to do it.
When's that?
We're going to do it. We're going to figure it out.
Yeah, we're going to figure it out.
We're going to talk to Pat.
We got a venue. We got to pick a day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, we got 2 venues. We should probably give them the first one to save the next one for later.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, so
we got plans.
Hit us up on Twitter because we get bored. I'm sure you guys get bored. Just ask us something. Tweet at me. Just at Wrestle_Cave. Tweet at us.
Man, just let us know. Leave questions.
Instagram us. Whatever. Facebook us.
Behind the Indies, we got some more episodes coming soon. 3 Up, 3 Down. We got some. We're gonna work on that soon. We're just gonna keep working. We're gonna keep doing what we do, and that's put out product and content. And we'll see y'all around. Too sweet, me, bro. Woo!
Bam.
Peace.